Back to the Uncle Jungle Jim show. We're gonna have another one of these cooking shows. This is a easy, cheap meal. Pretty common stuff you can get, really cheap. This is gonna be spicy rice. It's gonna be kind of like a jambalaya. We're gonna have some rice, some onion. Uh, gonna put a little bit of this Cajun seasoning, some jalapenos. I'm also gonna cook the rice in jalapeno juice. I do use a lot of jalapeno juice in my recipes when I'm trying to make stuff just have a little better flavor, especially when you're just going with plain white rice because there's not really anything there. And then we'll put some cayenne in there to make it a little spicier. Crushed red peppers, some corn, a little bit of garlic, and we're gonna do some chicken. This is canned chicken, not as good as fresh chicken, but this is just to make it simple, quick, fast. Anybody can pretty much do it. Less work. You don't have to chop up the chicken and cook it till it's done and all that. So we're gonna get started here. Make sure you stay tuned. All right. First things first. I'm gonna start the stove up. Got it going. I'm gonna put it on about 4 for my stove. Start with some onions. Yeah, that should do. I'm actually gonna use a little bit of vegetable oil in this. Yeah, about that much should do. That's gonna help saute those onions a little quicker, and it will give a little extra taste to a recipe here. So I'm gonna let those cook up a little bit till they're looking real good, and then I'll add the rest of the stuff. Alright, my onions are looking pretty good. I think I'll go ahead and put a little garlic in there. Maybe a little more. And then I think I'll just dump some jalapenos. And I think I'll stir it up a little bit. Give it a nice little stir. There we go. That's looking good. Now, when you're dumping water in there, I'd probably dump it really slow. You don't want that grease popping on you. And then I'm going to dump the rice in. Alright, since I'm trying to do this one-handed, I'm just going to dump both bags in, and then I'll get right back with you. Okay, I got the rice in there. Dump some jalapeno juice in, just for extra kick. Even if you accidentally drop a few in there, it'll be alright. That should do it. As you see, my rice probably need just a little more water. Now I might let that actually boil a little bit and cook down a little bit, and then I'll probably add a little more water, some more seasonings. So I'm gonna let this start to boil. As you can see, I stirred it a bit. It hasn't quite come to a boil, but it's looking like it needs a little more water. Yeah, we'll do a little more. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and throw in some seasonings. Crushed red pepper. A little bit of that. Let's get wild with it. I got this get her done sauce. Habanero. Try a little of that. And you don't have to put this much in if you don't want. Like always, a little Cajun seasoning. Then we're going to touch it up with my all-time favorite. You guessed it. Good old cayenne pepper. That's what's going to give it that good kick. And you can tell I use this quite a bit because this jar's gone. So I will have to get some more. But now I'm going to just mix this up a little bit and let it come to a boil. And then after it gets to boiling, then I'll hop back on here and show you the progress. And with putting a little bit of oil in there, that helps your rice not stick to the pan too. I like the extra flavor it gives. This gives it that finishing touch. This is going to be some really good stuff. So we're going to let that boil a little bit, and then once it goes to boiling good, then I'll turn that fire down. Right now I just got it on 4 like normal. That's usually about what I always cook stuff on for. So once that gets to boiling, we'll drop it down to about 2, and then we'll go probably, I'd say about maybe 15 minutes. As you can see, it's starting to boil a little bit, so I went ahead and cut down the heat. I did have to add a little more water. I'm going to add this chicken. I'm not even going to drain it. Let's get some more moisture in there. I like that nice, sticky, juicy rice. We'll put that in there and let that chicken soak up some of that goodness. See how the rice is starting to change a little color. That's what you want to see. I'll probably have to add a little more kick to it, because I want that rice a little darker than that. That'll be the good stuff. So since I do have this habanero sauce, we'll just put a little more on there. I think I just let it kind of simmer a little bit. Oh yeah. Hotter the better, I say. So we'll let that get to rolling. And then we'll let that cook down a little bit. Probably cook it for about 5 minutes. And then I'm going to add the corn. And then probably cook it maybe another 20 minutes after I add the corn maybe. I'm just going by the looks of it. Some rice takes a little longer than others, and this has a big pan of it, so just bear with me and we'll get her. Okay, the rice is coming along pretty good, but it just don't seem like it's going to be quite to the standard, so we'll just dump that in there. I think we'll go ahead and pour the corn in. And I didn't drain that corn either. And this happens to be Mexican style corn. You can use regular corn. I'll just stir that up and we'll let her keep on cooking. So I'm gonna say about 15 minutes, I guess, and we'll see how good that rice looks then. As you can see, this pan is to the brim. That's gonna be some good stuff. So just let her keep on cooking. Rice does take a little while to cook, but it is a good filler too. That'll fill up some tummies. Okay, folks. It actually took probably about 30 minutes to cook that rice. It took a little longer than I thought, but I have a lot in that pan, a little hard to stir. I would recommend a little bigger pan if you got it. But I did use my big pan for the last creation. So, and another thing I didn't add, you don't have to use chicken. You could use shrimp or pork or kielbasa sausage. Whatever, man. Be creative. Make your own creation. Sometimes I will do like a chicken, shrimp, and kielbasa sausage in there. That is really good too. So I'm gonna take a plate into Alpha Mix 6 and see what he thinks. Stay tuned. And here's Alpha Mix 6. He's gonna be the guinea pig like usual. He likes to be the guinea pig. He likes to try all these new creations that he ain't had to have before. So he gets a kick out of it. I ain't made nothing that he won't eat yet. So that's a plus, I think.
Yeah.
So give that a whirl and see what you think.
Not bad.
Anything you think it should add? Take away?
Nothing really to add. It's not like super spicy, but the rice is a little hard.
Yeah, I was gonna say it might need to cook just a tad bit more. I did overfill the pan with that rice, so.
But other than that, it's pretty good. Did you have butter in this rice?
No butter.
That's probably what it needs.
Yeah.
So that way it can not stick.
Well, it had a little bit of oil in it, vegetable oil.
Oh, okay, yeah.
I always like the vegetable oil. It gives it a nice little taste, but butter would work too. I'd say maybe some more chicken, more meat, but maybe not. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe a little bit more chicken.
Because I love meat, though.
Yeah.
And like I said, you don't have to do chicken. You could do sausage or
probably like chunky
shrimp.
Chicken.
Yeah, that's where if you actually cut up chunks of chicken, it'd be a little better. Mm-hmm. But that is just that canned chicken, and it tends to shred up, which is kind of nice.
Yeah.
Because then it blends real well.
Mm-hmm.
Out of what you have tried on the Uncle Jungle Jim show, which is your favorite so far?
I have to say, I think my most favorite would probably be the
ramen noodle.
Nah, I think the stew.
The stew is? Wow.
Yeah, the stew, because it warms my heart and like has good flavors and stuff. Even if it was even from the bag, that's what surprised me a little bit more.
I just had a feeling you might want to add some cheese.
Might try that.
Another thing you might be able to add that might be good is some cilantro.
I'll try with the cheese.
And then after you try it with the cheese, I got one other thing I want you to try it with.
What's that?
You'll see after you try that.
Oh.
Better with cheese? About the same?
It's slightly better with cheese. It's just the rice is what bugs me a little bit. It's a little still hard.
I figured it might have needed cooked a little more. How about if you try it with a little bit of buffalo wing sauce? I thought that might give it that extra little finishing touch. I don't know. Never tried it. Figured we'd get wild.
Yeah, that buffalo with the wing sauce makes it wild, makes it taste wild. But I still like how it originally tastes.
Yeah.
But with the wing sauce, it just like it hits you that moment. So that's why I kind of like it. But and again, the original just tastes a lot more better.
I was gonna say it probably takes away from the original flavor.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of kills the jalapenos and stuff a little bit.
Yeah, kind of overkill.
Yeah. But we figured we'd try something new.
Yeah, but Minus the fact that it's a medium sauce
Yeah.
bottle. It ain't hot still. So.
Which, Walmart, they don't sell the hot one. I wish they did, but they don't.
Yeah.
So we just make do with what we got.
But rice just needs to cook a little longer.
I figured it might.
Probably, have you used a lid over it?
No, but I probably, yeah.
Yeah, that's probably what. The steam is what can help it to create more of that softness for the rice.
Yeah, that's true.
Because I don't know what it's called, but it heats the air or something.
Yeah. You are right about that. A lot of times I do use a lid. I just didn't use one today.
Yeah.
My pan was overfull.
But the cheese added with it actually makes it a little bit better too.
Okay.
And I would think maybe a different kind of sauce would probably make it a little bit better.
Yeah.
Maybe not the wing sauce.
Yeah, I just figured that'd be just something different to try.
Yeah. But what is this, cilantro?
Yeah.
And can you add this with it? Or?
Yeah. Let's go ahead and put a couple little pieces on there or something. Make it fancy.
I'll take this.
There you go. Look at that, boys.
Yeah.
Boom.
Boom. And we'll try it with it.
I'd usually break it up in little pieces. You got a lot of cilantro in one little bite.
It's a dang good cilantro, actually. It's got that, it felt like what is the word? Like a mint sort of flavor, but not like mint. It's like I don't know. It's a dang good spice, though.
Oh, yeah. It's kind of hard to describe what it is.
Yeah, it's very hard to describe. That's why I said mint, and I don't even know what I meant. But, yeah.
It just adds that extra little authentic taste or something.
Yeah.
That a lot of people use in rice. So, well, that's going to be the end of this cooking show for tonight. But make sure you stay tuned, like, subscribe, hit the notification bell. Check out Alpha Mix channel, Alpha Mix 6. And this is Uncle Jungle Jim Show. Stay tuned for more recipes, challenges, and any other blogs or whatnot we decide to put on there. You just gotta stay tuned. You never know what we're gonna put.
Never know.
All right, folks. Till next time. Later.
Peace.